to you who's listening to this particular story, I want to share something with you. The internet is having a radical impact on the world. It's changing the way the world functions, the way the world works, including the cellular capabilities linked to the internet. Now, what we must understand is this impact is still in its infancy. It's only begun to impact the way that the world works. Now, recently I had the pleasure of working with a multinational business. They employ hundreds of thousands of people. It's about 144,000 people across the world. They have multiple destinations. And what they do with their people is they exclude their people. They're not allowed onto the web. They're not allowed onto Facebook. They're not allowed onto various structures. Now, we have a working relationship with them where we provide business design services to various companies. And we've said to them, the future design of a business is a freedom-oriented approach. We allow people onto whatever websites they want to go to. Why? Because everyone has a performance contract in place. And we contract people to deliver outcomes for the success of the business. And then when speaking to this leadership team, they said, you know what, guys, we don't need the internet. The internet doesn't impact on our business. And you know what, our people have no right to be on Facebook, to be on Google, to be on Skype, and to be on these other smart applications. They must work on the internal things within our business. Now, recently, a manager was trying to get a strategic intervention with a government organization. She tried, she did the pitches, she did the emails, she did the phone calls, no luck whatsoever. She happened to be on Facebook on her cell phone, and she saw, but hang on, this manager of this government division I'm trying to reach is on Facebook himself. Let me Facebook him. So she did. She Facebooked him. She said, how's it? Remember, you're having a strategic breakaway in a short time, and I've been pitching this intervention with you. Are you interested? He said, well, now that you've got me on Facebook, let's have a chat. So she did a little testimonial with him. She got a senior partner to phone him quickly off the back of it while she was Facebooking with him. And she closed the deal off the back of Facebook. So we then shared this story with the senior management team to say, but you must understand that your customers are active on the Facebook channel, and you yourself can't deny your people access to these things. They experience it in a very negative way. Now, two things were the responses. One, we did this strategic intervention session, and when it was finished, this government official turned to the consultant and said, I want you to understand there are only two ways to operate. One is you either Facebook me, or two, you SMS me. We then, as I said, shared the story with the leadership team, and the leadership team's response was, well, we've done an audit in terms of this local division. We employ 3,000 people, 2,200 of which have a Facebook profile, and we know we don't allow them in work hours. But we've also done an audit. And we can see that, you know what, 70% of them are active during work hours on Facebook. But you know what, we leave that. Our response to them, well, what about your corporate governance functions? What about your leadership credibility for allowing those things to perpetuate despite the fact that it fully contravenes the regulations and policy guidelines that you put in place? They're using corporate assets to access a website you said they're not allowed to. We said, guys, come on, do the rational thing. Free your systems, open your systems, allow your people freedom. But we understand that you can only go that route when proper performance contracts and frameworks are in place with your people. So ladies and gentlemen, designers of your business, please, it's a sign of a problem if you exclude your people from the internet, if they cannot go onto the internet and access it, if you don't allow your people to be most probably where most of your customers are already. Well, your smart customers, your leading customers, the customers that you don't want to lose. So open it up, free it up. We do understand that you don't want to go that route unless proper performance management frameworks are in place, tracking the outcomes and tracking the success of people. So good luck, go for it, have fun.